Welcome to the Learning Burst. We're so glad you're here. Today, we're going to talk about writing long. When students write long, they allow their ideas to flow from their mind to the page. They start with an idea from their reading and develop it through writing. Often, the reader cements or evolves their ideas as they write. It all starts with an idea. I generated a lot of ideas using the what's on your mind strategy when I was reading other words for home. I can use these ideas as a springboard to write long about my main character, Jude. Even though writing long can be a little bit of a train of thought exercise, it always helps to have a plan. When you write long, you get your writing going with a green sentence. Here's where you introduce the text and your idea or claim. Then you write several yellow sentences. It's in these sentences where you explore your idea and support it with text evidence. This is where that thinking on the page happens. Finally, you wrap up your writing with a red sentence. Here's where you either restate your claim or write the new conclusion that you've drawn. Let's take a look at how I wrote long about Jude. As you can see, I started with a green sentence in which I introduced the title and author of the book and my claim that Jude is a character who is adjusting to being part of two different worlds. Then I wrote many yellow sentences. Here's where I talked a little bit about the many things that are on Jude's mind. I used a quote from the text to talk about how she's experiencing aching and longing, but love at the same time. And I did a lot of thinking about what I really believe Jude is going through. And then I wrapped it up with a new conclusion. I thought after doing all of this writing that it's not just that Jude is adjusting to being part of two different worlds. Even though Jude is full of contradictions, her openness to learning and her optimism help her find balance and harmony. Notice how that's slightly different than the idea I started with, and I got there by doing some writing long. We know that getting to know characters and writing about them is a process. First, we make inferences about the character based on what they talk about, think about, worry about, dream of, hope for, and spend time doing. And we keep track of those either in our notebook or on sticky notes. This is what we talked about in the lesson, What's on Your Mind? Today, we talked about how you can write long about what is on your character's mind to arrive at a deeper understanding about your character. This is important work. Writing long about a character allows a reader to explore their ideas through writing. After writing long about a character, the reader often has new, deeper ideas about the character. This also builds empathy and self-awareness in addition to comprehension. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Learning Burst. We hope to see you again soon. Please be sure to connect with us if you'd like any more learning bursts in your classroom or at your school.